What's up, my people? You are watching another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena, where we focus on the fate of our black youth, the destiny of our black youth, and nothing is more important. Nothing is more important than that. And I am today's host, the lyrical genius, Black Titanium. Excuse me. So I want to delve into the show by briefly talking about sports in the NBA and in the NFL, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm just going to make a few brief comments about my Lakers. And as you know, we lost last night. But it really don't matter because we got probably the second best record in the league. But with that being said, go Lakers, because we will be the last one standing in the month of June. And with that being said, moving over to the NFL, the Super Bowl is about to pop off. You got the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're doing their thing. They're going to be in the Super Bowl. Hooray. All that shit is about politics, man. And one thing you got to understand about the game of white supremacy. White people don't care nothing about winning a game. See, this is where a lot of us in this society get mixed up. We think them niggas care about games. No, they just put that as distractions to keep the people asleep. You know what I'm saying? They just do that as a distraction to keep people asleep. Real talk. But only thing they care about winning at is the game of white supremacy. This is why they pick whoever they want to win in the Super Bowl, and certain niggas don't get in, or they do shit to the Lakers, or to the Lakers, they'll play games on them niggas like they played them niggas out of their draft, out of their free agency picks last year. And they'll do shit like that because they only want certain people to win. And the only way the white man wants the black man to win is if you're real humble, you ain't speaking out on nothing, and you just inactive in life, and you just all you care about is money and your life, yourself. Oh, they'll let niggas like that progress all day because they know that these niggas ain't gonna do nothing for you. They ain't gonna help their people. None of that shit. Only one you probably see in the NBA helping somebody is probably LeBron James. That's the only nigga I ever seen come on TV with black children behind him. All these other NFL, NBA players come on TV, you see them with a bunch of little white kids. Like there are no black children that need people to look up to. LeBron James is the only person that I've ever seen come on TV, national TV, with a bunch of black children behind him, like that. So people could say what they want to about him, but I look at the person as well as the player. With that being said, go Lakers. But moving on to more important topics, I want to speak about moving into the last days, into the end times events, because as people are moving on about their daily lives, oblivious to the realities of life, as people are caught up in the plantation and money, so that they can pay the cable bills and be zombies when they're not at the plantation, so they can watch a bunch of half-hour TV shows that teach you about Lucifer and all this nonsense. While you walking around doing that, There's real shit going on out here, man. We're about to move into a world war that you've never seen. We're about to move into the stages of 5G that's going to control the minds through all these little devices and gadgets that you niggas are addicted to. We're about to move into phases of life where life as you know it right now will no longer exist. You know, right now, they bringing about a bunch of false flagging events where you having a bunch of shootings in this state, that state, this state, because all that's for a reason. All that's for the reason that they want to take all of those white people's guns, all those white people's out in the country, the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Denver, all them white people. If y'all been watching the news in the last couple of days, you would have seen that they went on all those white people that got them registered guns. They went on a little protest out in Washington. And you think and the reason why I bring about that topic is that when they went out there, see, they ain't like black people. This is what you got to learn from. They ain't like black people. This the important lesson that you should have learned from watching that is that when they went out there, them niggas went out there with their guns. Just like Huey Newton and the Black Panthers did when they first came out, them white people went out there with their guns. I'm talking about choppers. They had AKs, all type of shit out there. And you think the police out there stopped them niggas? Hell no. And this is what I want to know. This is when you look at that, I don't just look at the situation of what they was going there for, but you got to look at the situation as a whole. When they went out there, they had all type of choppers out there. I'm talking about real guns. Because what's happening is that the government is bringing about all these flagging events, false flagging events, all these shootings that's going on from state to state. They trying to move on these white people who got these registered guns. And they ain't playing with, they about to pass legislation, a new law, where they going to take these niggas' guns. And it's going to be a civil war between white people and the government. And I don't know if you see, I don't see a lot of people, they think that when I talk, I'm talking from just one city, one state. Nah, when I talk, I'm talking on a world stage because I'm a well-traveled person throughout the United States. So I've been to those little countries Hickville towns and Hickville cities, Seattle, Denver, Portland, Minnesota, all of these other places where they got registered guns. All they do is buy registered guns. And the government is about to try to move on these niggas because the government cannot pull off the moves that they want to pull off unless they take their guns. So it's going to be a civil war between white people and the government. And I say that to say this, is that when the war pop off, a lot of you niggas that think y'all got white friends is going to be getting shot in your fucking face. Excuse my language. Sorry. I'm trying to work on that. My profanity. A lot of these brothers out here is going to be sitting ducks. All these niggas that's inactive in life and that just want to be entertained with sports and entertainment. And that just want to sit at when they not at the plantation, they just, want to be watching half-hour TV shows, all these black chicks these niggas going to be riding around, all these little white militias that got these guns, because these niggas, make no mistake about it, they are white supremacists. They are white supremacists. And they going to be walking around blasting niggas. Just like they was doing in Hurricane Katrina. When them niggas got stuck out there, they had all type of bodies laying out there, black bodies, that them white supremacists was rolling by in their trucks, just blasting niggas. Because because you love your master. And that's what they know. They know that they're going to roll by and you're going to wait. They're going to roll by and you're going to wave at them. They're going to wave back at you. And then they're going to shoot you in your face. So get ready. All you niggas that's oblivious to what's going on in the world, stay asleep. But you better be ready when it pop off, man. Because if they don't get you, these savage ass niggas that you call your people, black people, are gonna get you. Because like God said in the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran, he said, when we move into these phases of life and the test of time happens, which is what we're moving into, the test of time, the test beyond your wildest nightmares, consisting of mass starvation and wholesale death. When we move into those times, God said, friends are going to become foes. You know what that means? Because I know a lot of people, they listen and they read words off a page and I can read, but they have very low comprehension level. So when I make these videos, I got to speak in layman's terms. Yeah, you know what friends are going to become foes means? That means all you chicks out here that think that these niggas are protecting you, they are going to become your worst nightmare. Your worst nightmare is going to be when you're sitting in one of these big cities like Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, and big cities like that, nigga. These niggas gonna eat you for lunch. They gonna ravish you chicks, man, and a bunch of other niggas. Me, I'm gonna have to, yeah. So you have to pay attention to what's going on out here, man. I'm not talking about them, the government taking their guns. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that because them crackers don't care nothing about us. And I hope they do. I hope they kill all of them. I hope they kill each other. If you ask me, real talk, because that's what they say about us. Let them niggas kill each other. Real talk. What I'm talking about is the fact that you have to pay attention because the war is about to pop off on all different types of levels. From World War III to the Civil War that's about to go on here right now. If you see all of those gun right protests, if you don't know what that's about, I feel sorry for you. Because one thing, I don't care nothing about them taking their guns. Because they don't even include black people in their system. Especially now that they got the Mexican for cheap labor and everything, all these other immigrants for labor. They don't care nothing about black people in America. What I'm saying is that you have to pay attention to current events. And I'm not just talking about the media, pay attention to the media, because you have to match that information because the media is made to lie to you all day. They gonna lie to niggas all day. This is why they got false flagging events. They say, oh, these people got shot. 2 police got shot in Kansas City. These people got shot in Hawaii. These people yeah. Because all they want you to say, oh my God, people are going crazy with guns. Oh my God. And what they doing, they using black people with the guns that's unregistered who got the illegal guns. And they using these other niggas who got these other guns. And they using them niggas for the shootings. They'll set up a stage, they'll tell a nigga, man, listen, we want you to go inside the school, just shoot up whoever you want to shoot at. Kill whoever you gonna kill, man, but make sure you kill some people. That's what they tell them. And then they tell them, listen, man, don't worry about it. We're gonna take you to jail. But what we're gonna do, we're just gonna let the case die down and we're gonna let you go. And while you in jail, we're gonna take care of your family members. So they gas him up like that. But when he does do it, they kill him too. So that when they tell the story, they say, and the suspect is also dead. He's deceased. We had to kill him while he was in a fit of rage. But it was all for the sake of a false flagging event because they want Congress to pass the legislation of no guns. And as they create these laws, they creating laws where these niggas can't even have guns. So this is what Hitler did to the Jews before their Holocaust. This is how he started. And as a lot of people probably don't know, Hitler was down with America. George Bush's grandfather, Prescott Bush, used to finance Hitler in the Third Reich. And that's what these niggas are right now. They're just an extension of Hitler. But just a lot more subtle about it. And they got a bigger systematic game where they know how to manipulate and deceive the masses. Real talk. So you have to pay attention because those who are not righteous are not striving for righteousness. And that's who I'm really talking about. I'm talking about my people who are trying to be righteous. That's who I'm really talking to, because the dumb, deaf, and the blind is dumb, deaf, and blind. And they don't care about what you're talking about. If it's not about the plantation and making money, them niggas don't even want to hear it. Real talk, because that's what type of pressure the white man put these niggas under. But that's a whole nother video. But my thing is, you have to pay attention to what's going on. Because right now, we just like any day now, the war could pop off. And the only time the dumb, deaf, and the blind is going to really pay attention is when they find out that the tops of these buildings are being blown off the top of the building. And then all of a sudden, when it touches our backyard, not our backyard, their backyard, excuse me, when it touches their backyard, then all of a sudden these niggas want to talk about, oh my God, why y'all going to war with these people? Why y'all messing with these people? Why y'all messing with these people? Then all of a sudden these white people start wake up and then they want to start crying about something. But when they going to mess with a little country like Iraq or somebody like that, oh, you got these crackers over here. They tell them, go get them, get them, get them, get them, get them. You should see how they do the Muslims over here. Yeah, they do the same thing over here with them. They turn black people, dumbass black people from America. They turn these niggas and have them niggas watching the Muslims and playing the Uncle Julio ass niggas out here, standing at your door, spying on you, thinking that it's all about watching the Muslim. That's how the white man deceived these niggas, man. Yeah. And the crazy part about it is that dumbass black people and dumbass Uncle Julio ass niggas is under the same type of oppression that Muslims are under. But they so happy to be part of something. All these house niggas want to do is get a pat on the back from their slave masters and say, you've been a good little nigga today. We're going to give you a little check. Here, take this home, but make sure you have my money on the first, man. That's what the white man, you can say what you want about that nigga right there. But make sure you have my money on the first. That rent, that car note, that insurance, they got the same problems. The black people in America and Puerto Rican people and all these immigrant niggas is on the same death list as Muslims are. Because that's what all of these events on TV is about, on the news is about right now. They about to lay down martial law on these niggas, man. And you know what they about to start doing to niggas? You can go to the plantation, and when your ass go to the plantation, after you finish at the plantation, your ass go straight home. The party is over. Ain't no more no drinking and all that shit is over with, man. Go straight to your house and do that shit. That's how they gonna do niggas. And if we catch you outside after 8 o'clock at nighttime, your ass is getting shot. And that's when these niggas gonna wake up. But it's gonna be too late to wake up when the guns is at your head. Why you think them white people out there on that protest, that gun rights protest, man? They know what time it is. They know what time it is. They know what's coming. That's why when they went out there with their choppers, with their guns. Yeah, with their AR-15s and all of that. They went out there strapped down. And that's the part that I'm talking about right there. And this is the reason why they create laws against black people in America and give most of us felonies and send you to prison so that you can lose your rights to bear arms. Because this is how they keep us oppressed. You think if we was able to get registered guns, which a lot of you niggas don't teach your children, when your kid get 18, 19, you supposed to plant that seed in their mind. Listen, you gonna go apply for a gun license, man. That's what all black people are supposed to teach their kids. But you see a lot of these mothers, they single parents, they scared to death. They instill fear in their children. You better not bring no gun in this house. You crazy? While all these wolf ass niggas out here is taking advantage of her family members and all of that shit. Nigga ain't got no way to protect his family. Yeah, this is how they do you out here. And this is why they was out there in Washington and Virginia the other day. Protesting with their guns. Them niggas had all their guns strapped to their shoulders. Excuse me, strapped to their shoulders, and they was ready for war. And they ready for war right now. Trust me, what I'm telling you. They know what's about to happen. Niggas is jumping out of the military and everything. Because they already know that the government is about to get rid of these niggas out of the military too. They about to start using robots on these niggas. Oh yeah, it's about to get serious out here. They about to use robots against your ass. They say, oh, okay, you niggas want to fight? Go ahead. Fight these robots. That's why a lot of niggas is jumping out of the military now and they going and forming their own little militias. Out in the Pacific Northwest and out in the country, out in the woods, they teaching their kids how to shoot and everything. Something that black people are supposed to be doing. But these niggas sit here and get illegal guns and kill each other. That's why when the white man, when this pops off, we gonna be the last ones that nigga come to get. He's going to those white people with the registered guns first. Because he know by the time when they create the situation that happened and chaos breaks out, he know by the time he get to us, nigga, it'd be about 10 of us left. Nigga, we've been and killed each other off. And he know that. Because he know what he created out of the black man. He know what he created out of these niggas. Yeah. He know he ain't gotta touch these niggas. All he gotta do is whisper in their ear and these niggas are turned against each other. From all the way from America to Africa. Them niggas is over there cutting each other's heads off and cutting each other's arms and legs off, all of that. Yeah. This is what the white man specializes in because this is the promise that the devil made to God when he was cast out of heaven. He said, I will run about the earth and destroy your earth and make sure that you have very few servants left. And that's what he's doing. That's what the game is about. The objective here is to protect your soul. That's what the objective is, to protect your soul, because when the end of the game come, you think niggas are giving in now, giving in and selling out for money now? Wait until we move into the next phase of life. The final stages where they are setting the stages for the Antichrist. All of these niggas have already given, and most of these niggas have already given into the concept of the Antichrist. They teaching these niggas children right now, don't believe in God, believe in the white man. These niggas got a very sick love affair with their slave masters. They love the white man. This is why anytime you go into one of his establishments and you see all black faces or all Puerto Rican faces or all Mexican faces, you know that they have proven their loyalty to the white man, because he don't give nobody nothing unless you're bowing down to his will. So anytime you go in one of these establishments and you see all black faces and all Puerto Rican faces or all Mexican, them niggas have already sold out. Don't go there feeling comfortable. Oh yeah, here my people was here. Nah. When you walk in the door and you see them niggas, you're gonna have the most trouble walking through the door. Because self-hate is a hell of a mental state. But back to the essence of the conversation, man, you have to wake up and start paying attention, man. You have to start educating your children, man. You can't be sending your children out there to public schools with the wolves and into the hands of their enemies, knowing that they're gonna come back corrupted. That's what you have. A lot of our black people are so lazy that they don't even want to take the time, and caught up in money that they don't even want to take the time to homeschool their children. And this is why our black youth are in trouble. But that's a whole nother video that we're going to speak on, man. Because trust me, I always focus on the black youth. Because if you can't recognize your future, then your future will not recognize you, man. You will wake up years later while your future is saying, fuck you, with nobody to look up to. And that's the crisis that our black youth are in today. They walk through the hood, they ain't got nobody to look up to, man. A bunch of old ass niggas who the white man done turned into snitches and rats and niggas that spy on each other. Niggas that kill off each other. When they look at each other with contempt in their eyes. They hate, because self-hate is a hell of a mental state. When a people hates themselves, they will not be able to stand that reflection in the mirror. And when they look at you, they're looking at the reflection in the mirror. So when they look at a person like me who might have better potentials and better qualities, it triggers that self-hatred within them. That self-hatred kicks in. They want to be you at that moment, or they want what you have at that moment. But that's a whole nother video. Back to the essence of the conversation. These white people are not playing with you, man. And in all reality, like I said, they don't count us in their system. We're not counted in their system. We're disposable, and we're going to be disposed of. Trust me, we're being disposed of right now. But I just want to give you a little food for thought. And with that being said, you have watched another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Do whatever you feel. If you don't like the messenger, don't pay attention to the messenger. Pay attention to the message. Because words from the wise is official. And with that being said, you have watched another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena, and I am your host and lyrical genius, Black Titanium. And until the next time, peace. I'm out.